Well, it's the WOWISH group again with the Oh Really report. Man, there is so much to report. I mean, there is a lot to report. However, I did say that I was going to talk about sex and politics. I'm going to do that one real quick because there is something else that's even more important than politics and sex. Oh, really? Yeah, there is. Um, Politicians, any person who has the job of dealing with the public, i.e., presidents, vice presidents, Congress, everybody that has something to do with dealing with people, and they are married. Ladies, let me tell you something. Men, let me tell you something first. Women are really the rulers, okay? Women have their, I would say 80% of women have their seat together. That other 20% is the one that you kind of deal with all the time. They're just flighty. They don't know what they're doing and blah, blah. Pero if you are married to somebody that can decide wars, and if you know it's established fact that without sex, people do not think properly. Ladies married, women, you women that are married to politicians, to people who deal with other people and their social well being, you have to make sure your husband gets laid at least twice a week. If you can't, then you make sure that somehow, some way, he gets to release all that tension because it's because the reason why we are at war, men who get laid do not go for war. Oh, really? Oh, really? Men who get laid don't have the energy to create war elsewhere. So basically, ladies, you're dominating the world from the back seat, from behind the scenery. So whatever's going on right now, it's your fault. Now, men, do not think you score women. Women, everybody that knows me, has heard this one before. Women are like sharks. When you see a shark in the water, that shark's already checked you out. He's already swam around you a couple of times. When you see that shark, it's because that shark wants you to see them. In other words, you're not scoring. And if you think you're scoring, you're not scoring a woman. You're scoring one of those 20% of the female population. If you want a woman, from start right off the fact is that you're not scoring. She's the one that picked you. We can get into this one further, but the one I want to get into right now, aside from that, and I know that whatever I said can let you start thinking because it's true. You know it's true. You're upset. You don't think right. And then when you get laid, minutes afterwards, it's like the world is okay and you know what to do and you know where to go and how to solve this and how to solve that. So that's that's what I have to say about politics and sex. I want to talk about, oh, really, the news. Why isn't Channel 7, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, CNN? Why aren't these newscasts telling us what's going on? Why doesn't the United States know that Coca-Cola is being banned from a country because of it? Why doesn't the world know that the Occupy movement in the United States has created such a movement worldwide that right now in Spain and Greece and a whole bunch of other countries, the mass is out there. And the 99% in every other country includes the police. All the police forces in the world except ours is divided. They send police out to stop a protest, and what the police does, they go up to the front line, turn around, and lead the protest because they recognize that they are part of the 99% also. They recognize that it's the people that are protesting that are paying for it. which is what I don't understand about Americans, North Americans. The cops over here have gone crazy. They're fighting, they're shooting us. They're fighting us like if we were the foreigners. They are actually throwing bullets, spraying gas at the people who actually pay their salaries. And there is no remorse on their part. These alpha males have been turned into drones. What you're seeing now is an influx of soldiers coming in from the war who are so used to killing and shooting that they don't care. They've already killed and shot a whole bunch of women and kids by mistake, collateral damage. They've done it. That's all that matters. They've done it. Whether it was collateral or not collateral, it was done, and now they are used to it. And they're not thinking twice about doing it to their own brothers and sisters. Look at Anaheim, California. That's ridiculous that one of the most freest, most forward-thinking states has to be the one to demonstrate the military dressed up as police, spraying children as they're sitting on the floor. Already they've given up. Already they're tied in the back. And just because they're saying things that they don't like, there's this cop. There's a picture. There's videos of cops. Yes, really. Oh, really? Yes, really. There are videos of cops spraying people sitting down, little children, right in their faces. This is what the government is. Wow. You know, it's just, what can you say? Because it's hard to speak without the sentence enhancers. Oh, really? Yeah. Chan, the newscasters have to change their policies. There are three countries: China, the Arabic, and the Russians. They are supposed to have a press that is totally. But if you watch Russian television, and if you watch Al Jazeera, and even if you watch the Chinese news, they give us more news than our free system gives us. You really want to find out what's going on in the world? You really want to find out what people think about us? Then stop watching the filtered news that we get over here. We no longer live in a democracy. We no longer have freedom of speech, but that's you. That's your generation, not mine. You're the ones, your future is zipped up. Me, what can they do to me? I'm an old man. I'm going to die pretty soon, and that's it. You know, my generation is going, but yours has succumbed to the worst of the worst. And it's when you get to be my age, another 20, 30 years from now, you're going to turn around and you're going to look and you say, oh my God, they're counting how much toilet paper I can use. Oh, really? Oh, really? Wake up, people. Wake up. It's being done to you without Vaseline. Oh, really?